Welcome to Saturday Thing 95. One more time, thanks again for jantknifemaking.com for providing the t-shirts. So we're going to be picking an Amazon winner and give away this knife. Now, I am going to be giving away a 1 ounce silver Trump coin, but it is still not here. And if you've tried to buy silver recently, you can't. It doesn't exist. So let's do the Amazon thing. 103 comments. Walt 2T. You know the deal. Go to Amazon, find something you like for 35 bucks or less. Send it to me in a link at BCtruck@gmail.com, and don't forget to include an address where you want it shipped. So let's find a video. Let me just go way back. Let's see here. Okay, how about this? We'll pick this video. Tell you what, let me redo that. There was only 56 comments on that. Nick Brown, I think you're in Canada. You are, yeah, you are in Canada. And this is the gentleman that sent me that sharpening system, the Edge sharpening system. Nick, I don't have your address. If you would send it to me, I would appreciate it. And I hope you're 4X. I'm kidding. This is not a 4X. I forget the size. But it's 2X. So if you know any big folks in your life, large people, you get the knife and the t-shirt. Okay, I'm fixing to go drink some coffee. Have a good weekend, y'all. Newsflash, we have finally figured out what kind of wood this is. It is not Osage orange, because I thought maybe it wasn't yellow because it's spalted, but it's not yellow because it's not Osage orange. It is a hackberry tree. That is spalted hackberry. Now it all makes sense. And I have a lot left of the spalted, and I Googled spalted hackberry, and the pictures of spalted hackberry look identical to this. My wife Googled hackberry bark, and the bark is identical. And she took a picture of the leaves, and the leaves bring up a hackberry tree. So it's a hackberry tree, and we have two more right there. And you know, even the people, the not botanist, what do they call it? The tree surgeon, a fancy name for the tree surgeon. I can't remember. But, you know, they have a license and they study trees, and he said it was an Osage orange. So anyway, it's not. It is definitely not. It is a hackberry tree, and that is spalted hackberry. Mystery solved. Okay. Man, I gotta tell you, I am absolutely coronavirused out. I don't want to hear or talk or listen to anybody who talks about the coronavirus. Every YouTube channel, every news channel, every podcast. I am sick of the coronavirus. So I'm turning everything off. Actually, I've got some quiet, soothing violin music I'm going to put on my Bluetooth stereo behind me. Hey, people have been making suggestions for a name for my little neck knife, the one I copied off the internet, and I didn't like steal it. There's a website that has knife designs that you can download freely, and with no stipulations and no, you don't have to shout us out or nothing like that. But I would never call this something and give people the impression that I designed it. So lots of people have given some really good suggestions, and somebody said the copycat, which is a good idea because I copied it. But I'm going to shorten it to T, the number 2, C. Texas Copycat, T2C. What do you think? And if people ask me what the T2C stands for, I'm going to tell them Texas Copycat because I copied the design. Okay, I've got the dinner skinner, the bevel's ground, and I am going to work on these at the same time. I gotta go find my dog. I haven't seen my dog. And Lucy Bell, where's Breezy? I hadn't seen him in about an hour. I gotta go find him. Man, it is 90 degrees. I mean, it went from winter to about 5 minutes of spring, and summer is here. 90 degrees. It was 89 yesterday. Okay, this is the little TC2. The Texas Copycat. I'm sorry, T2C. T2C. I've got that sanded up to 220. I'm working on 320 on this one right now. Let's see here. I've still got a lot of vertical scratches or horizontal scratches to rub out. This is going to be the high polished dinner skinner. And I don't know what time it is. Probably about 3 or 4. I have been rubbing for several hours on these two. For some reason, my arms are just not feeling it, so I'm having to take a lot of breaks. And I was hoping I could get this up to 400 and that one too, and then throw this in the tumbler overnight and see what kind of a satiny tumbled finish I can get out of this. Because that is an easy finish to replicate. If you use this and then you put it back in the Kydex and you cut something that will scratch it, I mean, you just take some 400 grit sandpaper and sand it back down to a finish you like. That'd be a good using finish. And I just wanted to experiment with what it would look like tumbled at 400 grit. Or I may go from 320 right to 500. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to rub on this another hour or so. I'm going to try to get it completely up to 320. Take a little break, and if I still feel good, I may go ahead and go on up to 400 with it. All right, here's the dinner skinner. It is sanded up to 400. That's as good as I can do today. This is the neck knife. My first one, my prototype. Actually, it's not even a prototype because I like it, so I went ahead and cut the pattern out on a piece of little plywood that if I make more of these, I'll use that as my pattern. The T2C. So anyway, 400. I'm going to throw this in my tumbler for a few hours, and before I go to bed tonight, I'll come down here and dig it out of the tumbler, see what it looks like. And my wife is down there push mowing our yard because the Rhino lawnmower, it's too wet over there to ride on it. So I guess I'll go down there and spell her, drink me a soda water, and then do some push mowing. See you tomorrow. Pulls that little trailer just fine. Now, since it's going to be a little while before I get to that light project, I thought I'd give you a view of the shop all dried. Oh, and I washed my gator the other day too. And I did move a light around here. Let me plug it in here. It adds a little bit more light in here. And I can't put any lights down here because when the door is up, the lights don't do any good. So 9 months out of the year when the door is open, it wouldn't do me any good to have any lights there. Okay, I'm fixing to go back to knife making. I got some burls under here. And I wonder if I can go ahead and cut into them. I'm gonna make this knife that I'm working on and probably get around to cutting some more wood.